From Hollywood. Welcome to the Rat's Ass Podcast with Mojo Elliott.
I gotta tell you, Fleabag has really produced one hell of a good show for you today. One hell of a good show.
Who gives a rat's ass?
From the Mojo studio on stolen land on Sunset and Vine, overlooking a sea of crazies, we are off and running on another action-packed adventure.
Let's do it.
Here's what's on tap on the wrap. I'm going to give you something to think about really hard today. California slumlord Governor Gavin Newsom gets a blowjob. The subject of voter ID is really starting to heat up. Do Americans want this or not? And is she back Jack gonna do it again? And prepare yourselves for the slice heard around the world. Another round of head trauma is on the way. Who's up for another round of total recall? Plus our usual lunacy and loose behavior, including What Say You and Mojo's Buggin' Funny. That's what's happening today on the Rat's Ass Podcast for Thursday, February 5th. Let's get you ready for Super Bowl weekend. Are you all stocked up on chips, dips, chains, and whips, tacos, beer, and pizza? I mean, that's how you get a Super Bowl party done, gang. Don't forget about the best of Metallica live on Rat's Ass Rock TV instead of Bad Bunny or that country hoedown with Kid Rock. Hit our hub at ratsasspodcast.com during the 2-minute warning. Click on the YouTube icon on the homepage, and you'll find Metallica live on our playlist tab. Yeah, devil horns up, baby. That's the way you do the Super Bowl halftime show, not with Bad Bunny and Kid Rock. Come on. I think you know who has to be added to the Rat's Ass Podcast Walk of Shame this week, don't you? Of course, it's Billie Eilish, who, as it turns out, owns a house on tribal land enclosed by a gate. No one is illegal on stolen land. But you see what happens when you wear too much damn apple green hair dye, don't you? Huh? All right, let's get into the rap. What do you think would happen if Donald Trump announced he was going to make every illegal an American citizen? How quickly do you think the Democrats would want them all deported? Put that in your pipe and smoke it today. And while I'm at it, let me remind you what dirty, filthy, stinking Democrats did. Okay? Think about this real hard.
Say it again. Every single Democrat voted against a tax cut. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes. Every single Democrat voted to raise your taxes because Democrats think that they and the government are better stewards of your money than the American people. Every single Democrat voted to eliminate taxes on tips, taxes on overtime, and taxes on Social Security. Every single Democrat voted against the child tax care credit. And I have to say it because I have to go out there and correct the truth with the other half of the truth. Every single Democrat voted against giving a 15% tax cut to families who make under $100,000, right? It's shameful. I mean, seriously. But I'll tell you this, our momentum won't be stopped by their unwillingness to stand up for the American people. Our momentum won't be stopped by the radical left or their paid protesters. Our momentum is just beginning.
Still think the Democrats care about you or only about Democrats? I want you to think real hard about that. Did you see where Vogue did a pretty boy piece on California slumlord Governor Gavin Newsom? It was written by Maya Singer, and she basically gave him a snarling and swallowed in this interview. Listen to this BS. This is what she writes. Let's get this out of the way. He's embarrassingly handsome. His hair seasoned silver. At ease with his own emittance. Are you gagging yet? Now, granted, this is Vogue. It's not a political rag. It's a fashion rag. But this is how the left-wing media is going to push Newsom in America in 2028. Forget the fact that he's a fucknut who did more damage to California in 7 years than all 39 previous governors combined. You got to forget the fact he's a leftist radical, stupid son of a bitch who'll pretend like he's a moderate. They want you to vote for him because he's handsome. So all the pink-haired, boner-in-the-nose bimbos can diddle their ditch over him. I think actor James Wood, though, said it best about Newsom being handsome. He said, so was Ted Bundy. All All right, a recent poll done by CNN, the communist news network, asked whites, blacks, and Hispanics where they stood in regard to voter ID. Now, if you listen to the Democrats, they start spouting off Jim Crow 2.0, Chuck Schumer. Jim Crow 2.0. But it appears once again the Democrats don't give a rat's ass about what we want as the American people. They only care about what supports their anti-American agenda. 85% of white people say yes to voter ID. 82% of Hispanics say yes to voter ID. 76% of blacks say yes to voter ID. So why are the Democrats against voter ID? Because they want illegals they've been importing for years to count in the U.S. Census. Chuck Schumer says, we got 20 million illegals. We want them to be automatically given citizenship. Over all those people who've been waiting in line, we're just going to move them ahead so that they can fill up the census and get more congressional seats, leading them to eventually voting to give them one-party rule like California. That's the game. That's what they're up to. These are some real evil mothers, my fiends, and must be stopped. Before you're all screaming Allah Akbar and women are forced to wear burqas. Although, I will say, when I look at 95% of the women today, it might not be a bad idea.
Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
Did you happen to hear the news that Kamala Harris is about to jump back jack and do it again? She's expected to announce she is running for president again in 2028. Yeah, it could have already happened by the time you're listening to this, but why announce 3 years in advance? There's got to be just one reason. She needs donor money for booze. All right, ladies, we have to have a serious talk here. If you ever get the urge to cut off your man's wang, just kill him. Just kill him. I can't think of a more demoralizing act than a jealous wife or girlfriend that hacks off her man's joystick. The Sun magazine released this story about an enraged 58-year-old woman who sliced off her husband's pisser and flushed it. Yeah, he was drunk, came home drunk. She kind of thought he was cheating and decided to guillotine him. Just cut his wanker off, flushed it. Now, no names or location was mentioned, probably rightfully so. But right now, you got to think, it's floating out to sea, probably worm food for some fish, and he's walking around half man, half woman right now. And I will say this to you men, all right? If your wife is menopausal, you better think again about coming home drunk with the scent of another woman's peaches and cream on your person, okay? Remember, menopause is just a nice way of saying mental pause. Mental pause.
That's just about enough of that.
All right, as you know, I like to scour the social media to find interesting opinions to give you a different perspective from my own. This is Ryan Garrity from X. On this segment we call, What Say You?
I got in an argument with a good friend the other day. They say we live in a free country. That's a lie. We're trained to repeat. You work, they tax you. You own a home, they tax you. You buy a house, they tax you. A car, tax. Food, tax. Clothes, tax. They tax you. They tax your utilities. They tax your phone. They tax your insurance. You don't even touch your paycheck before they take their cut. Then after a full year of grinding, after breaking your body, soul, and mind just to survive, they audit you like you're a criminal and ask if maybe you might owe more. Tell me how the hell that's freedom. We're drowning, living paycheck to paycheck, one emergency away from losing everything, while politicians steal billions, embezzle your money, send it overseas, fund wars nobody voted for, fail audits, trade stocks with insider information, get rich on salaries that shouldn't make them rich, and nothing happens to them, ever. But miss your rent by a couple $100, your life's ruined. Miss a tax payment, they're going to crush you. They lecture us about responsibility while robbing the country in plain sight. They say, it's for the roads. They're fucking trash. Healthcare, broken. Schools, failing. Crime, out of control. Food, unaffordable. Housing, impossible. So what are we actually paying for? What are we free to do? Free to work nonstop? Free to stay broke? Free to comply? Free to vote between people who don't care about you? That's not freedom. That's control with better marketing. If this is freedom, why does it feel like we're being squeezed to death while the people in charge live protected, untouchable, and rich? Don't tell me we're free. Tell me why we're allowed to be robbed and gaslit into calling it liberty. Because tell me, I'd like to know, how is this freedom? Someone explain it to me, please.
Is Ryan making some good points there, or do you think the lights are on and nobody's home?
He's known as the gangster of sports and one hell of a damn fine American.
Just like we practiced. Very good, Alexa.
Here's Mojo Elliott with his spin on sports on the Wrap.
All right, Super Bowl weekend is finally here. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots getting it on in Santa Clara, California, only 355 miles away from the Mojo Dojo. But I'll be watching it on TV just like you, so I have full access to the fridge and the Metallica halftime show on Rat's Ass Rock TV. Now, I bet you're waiting on my Super Bowl 60 pick, aren't you? Mm-hmm. You're like going, come on, get to it. That means you're aware that I'm 11-1 picking the playoffs so far this season. It also means that you agree I am the gangster of sports. I'm going to pat myself on the back going 11-1. Oh, God, Philadelphia, how you burned me this year, Philadelphia. But here's the deal. I've done the work, and this one wasn't easy at all. These two teams are fairly evenly matched offensively and defensively. I mean, when I look at this game, it really comes down to probably turnovers or maybe the team that has the ball last. It's going to be a good, tight Super Bowl. I think you're going to enjoy it, even though these teams haven't been in the playoffs in a long time. There's enough here to bite on for a good game. All right, so let's get to it. Here's my pick. I am taking the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, Seattle to win the Super Bowl. Be a close one. It'll be a close one, but yeah, I got Seattle. I also want to do a shout out to the Beerly Boys on Beerly Football Podcast for pointing out my expertise picking winners in the NFL playoff games. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Now, these guys are fun to listen to because they're fans like you and me. You can pick up the show on Spotify. It's Beerly Football Podcast, Beerly. Beerly Boys. They are really good. A lot of fun to listen to. All right, NBA trade deadline is today. Since Monday, we've seen James Harden traded to Cleveland from the Clippers for Darius Garland. Memphis sent Jaren Jackson to Utah on an 8-player deal. Chicago sent Nikola Vucevic to Boston for Anthony Simons. And Golden State, I don't understand this deal, sent Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield to Atlanta for Kristaps Porzingis, who's always injured. There could be more action after we post this podcast, too. So, Fleabag, give me a heads up if you get word of any other trades before we split today, okay? Thank you, sir. Check in the chat box at ratsasspodcast.com. Dave Wade, Youngstown, Ohio, home of Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Do you think James Harden is going to be a difference maker for the Cavaliers? Well, let's look at this logically. Harden has played for 5 other NBA teams. He hasn't won a ring yet. He's now 36 years old. So what do you think? I say probably not. Brian Underwood, Daytona Beach, Florida, said, did you see where Trump is going to do an Indy streetcar race in D.C.? Do you think the Democrats will try to sabotage it? I'm sure they'll try to make it be a pain in the ass about it. They'll have a lot to say, negative about it, of course. Of course they will. But the Freedom 250 Grand Prix of D.C. looks like it is going to be one hell of a race this August. I'm a big fan of the Vegas Grand Prix, by the way. We have one called the Long Beach Grand Prix here. And, you know, I know when it's like watching golf when you see it on TV, but when you're there in person, God, it is so exciting to hear the revving of the engines, the speed, 240 miles an hour. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. So I know it's a pain in the ass for the cities to deal with, too, but man, they are exciting. The Grand Prix coming up this August in D.C. as we celebrate our 250th birthday here in America. And that's my spin on sports today on The Wrap.
Rat's Ass Podcast. Head trauma.
All right, we're playing Total Recall today. This is where I give you 4 historical events, and you have to put them in the order they happened, first to last. So pay attention. Event 1, Bill Clinton claims he did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. Event 2, the Chicago Bears win their only Super Bowl beating New England. Event 3, the movie E.T. makes its debut in theaters. And Event 4, Guns N' Roses releases Appetite for Destruction. All right, one more time. Bill Clinton claims he did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. The Chicago Bears win their only Super Bowl beating New England. The movie E.T. makes its debut in theaters. And Guns N' Roses releases Appetite for Destruction. All right, think about it, kick it around, and have the answer for you coming up.
It's time for some loose behavior on the Rat's Ass Podcast.
Oh, yeah, it is Thursday, and you know that's time for Mojo's Fucking Funny. You know, I can never pass up a good prank phone call. And it's this one I got for you is pretty damn good. It sounds like a Brook and Jubal bit to me, though.
Hello?
Hello. This is an automated call from Toyota. We're calling about your
2012 Toyota Tundra.
We noticed your car warranty is expiring soon. Would you like to extend it? Please say
yes or no.
No.
Okay, got it. You said
Yes.
No, I said no.
okay, got it. You will see the charge on your Visa ending in the numbers.
No, I said no.
3656.
No, no, no. Do not charge my card.
I'm
Operator.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello, help. Zero, hello. No, do not charge my card.
I'm sorry.
I said no.
Okay, got it. The total amount for the extended warranty is
$1,468.42.
No, I did not charge anything.
I'm sorry.
On my card. No.
I'm sorry.
This is bullcrap. Put someone on the phone right now.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Bullcrap.
I said operator or assistant or whatever.
Okay.
Somebody.
Okay, got it. It sounds like you're also interested in purchasing
A new car.
No, I said talk to somebody.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble understanding you.
Operator.
Would you like to speak to an operator?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Press 0 for the operator.
Let me talk to someone.
You pressed.
The number 4.
I pressed 0.
If you'd like to speak with customer service, please press 0.
I already did that.
Okay, got it. If you'd like to extend your warranty for 5 more years, please say
Yes or no.
No.
you said
Yes.
No, I didn't. Put someone on the phone.
okay, got it. It sounds like you want to talk to an operator.
Yeah, you think so?
I'm sorry, that function is not currently working. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Put someone on the phone.
Okay, got it. You said yes.
No, I didn't.
Thank you for your business, and would you please hold on the line to take a small survey?
Put someone on the phone.
You should yell less.
What the?
That's right. You've been yelling this entire conversation. It's quite loud.
What is this?
And now you're arguing with...
A computer system.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
No. You are stupid.
What is this?
This is a...
Prank phone call.
What the?
If you enjoyed it, please press
1.
If you didn't like it.
Tough.
But I should also tell you that's a prank phone call. It's a joke.
What?
Your brother told me how pissed you'd be if you had to put more money into your car, and he wanted me to prank you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a joke.
Oh my God.
Okay, got it. You said
Yes.
No.
Hey, heads up. Here comes your celebrity cheese.
All right, reports from my trusted rock sources say Metallica is 90% there on saying yes to a residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas, with dates to be determined, but it looks like 2027 is the target. I mean, can you imagine Metallica mixed with liquor in the front, poker in the back? Ooh, trouble is coming to the city of sin. Sin City. Can't wait. All right, as of this recording, Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy, has yet to be found. And politics aside here, gang, Nancy is a mom. Her family loves her, and I hope Savannah and her family find their mom and become whole again. Now, those of you saying some nasty, evil things on social media, let me ask, how would it feel if it was your 84-year-old mother missing? Okay, there's a time and place for everything. Now's the time for compassion for this lady. Just think about that, okay? Remember Kristen Cabot, one half of the Coldplay couple from last summer? She's the one that was caught on camera letting her boss Andy Byron grind her buttocks during Viva La Vida. Yes, her. Well, Cabot is now a keynote speaker at a crisis conference. Yes, a crisis conference in D.C. And tickets are going for up to $895. That's 6 times more than a ticket to go see Coldplay. I mean, think about how much she could have charged had she admitted to porking Byron. Yellow. Now that Kelly Clarkson has ended her TV talk show after 7 years, she's ready to start recording and performing music again. She's said to be looking for the right project right now, which means Kelly just needs to break away and catch her breath to become Miss Independent again, because she knows that her life would really suck without you.
I wish you could just shut your big yapper.
And that is a silly slice of celebrity cheese.
Who gives a rat's ass?
Rat's Ass Podcast. Email from our Gmail.
All right, this is where anything goes. When you send your questions, comments, and observations to my producer, his name is Fleabag at ratsasspodcast@gmail.com. Lester C. in Dothan, Alabama said, I bet if that mileage tax passes in California, you'll hightail it out of there real quick, won't you? No, I won't. I just won't drive to Hollywood anymore to do the podcast out of the Mojo. I'll do it out of the Mojo Studios, what I'll do. It'll actually save me money, too, because I got behind the calculator last night and figured this out. I'll pay an estimated $270 a year on a mileage tax, and I calculated I'll save about $300 in gas tax, so it's kind of a wash. What I'll miss, though, is the drive into Hollywood and hanging with the crazies on Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, it's amazing what you see and hear from these crazies. We call them the homeless zombies. There's this one guy who calls himself Crazy Eddie, and he lives by the Chevy Chase Star, and he always starts every day by urinating on it. So I have a feeling Chevy did something to him to make him hate him a little bit, just a little bit. But when I come in, I'll ask him, say, hey, did you give Chevy a spritz? And he'll say, you're goddamn right I did. So I just toss him a jelly donut. I see his toothless smile, and then I smile. So it works out. I'll miss that. Melissa K., Santa Fe, New Mexico, said, out of curiosity, do you ever run into any Hollywood stars out there in L.A.? Periodically, probably not as often as you would think. A lot of them have, personal assistants that go out and run errands for them. They're basically a lazy lot, so to speak. But yeah, Tuesday, for an example, I was at the Four Seasons in Westlake Village and saw Heather Locklear. She was hanging out with some friends. By the way, she still looks great for being a 64-year-old MILF. I've seen some of the pictures in rag magazines. They don't do her justice, folks. She's still got it. She's still got it going on. My guess is she was on her way to get a massage from some guy named Raul. Damian H., Salt Lake City. What do you think about Trump having a border wall painted black so it gets so hot people trying to scale it will get torched? Well, it's better than nothing, but don't you think during the cooler months, like overnight, it would cool down and they could still jump the wall if they were trying to do it? But the bottom line is, no one is coming. And nobody probably will unless a Democrat seizes power again. So let's make sure that doesn't happen, because they'll probably tear the damn wall again, tear it down, and say, y'all come. Ray B., Duluth, Minnesota. What are your thoughts about Holloman drawing down 700 ICE officers in Minnesota? Well, Holloman has been doing this for 6 presidents, including Obama. Now, if he thinks he can draw down 700 ICE officers, I think there's 2,000 left. But I trust he's had a come-to-Jesus meeting with Walls, Fry, and Ellison, and they've bent the knee in private, but we know in front of the cameras they'll still be assholes. Cassie Z., Santa Barbara, California, said, settle a debate between me and my boyfriend. I don't think girls should have to buy their boyfriends a gift on Valentine's Day. It's my day, and he should make it all about me, me, me. Am I right or wrong? Cassie, that depends. Are you willing to make March 14th his day? That's Steak and BJ Day. Here's all you have to do. Just give him a Valentine's card that says you'll make him feel like he's the king of your jungle on March 14th. And at that point, maybe it's okay that you skip on a little bit of a gift for him. All right? Happy Valentine's Day. Have a good one.
Rat's Ass Podcast.
All right, the name of the game is Total Recall. I gave you 4 historical events to put in the order they happened first to last. Let's review. Bill Clinton claims he did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. The Chicago Bears win their only Super Bowl, beating New England. The movie E.T. makes its debut in theaters. Guns N' Roses releases Appetite for Destruction. All right, did you figure it out? If you said E.T., Chicago Bears, Guns N' Roses, and Bill Clinton.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Congratulations, you got it right. But if you missed it, go see your doctor about your head trauma and get well soon. All right, it's time for me to mosey. I'm off to Jersey Mike's today for an Italian sub, and as you know, I get it Mike's wife's way. And that means extra meat. All right, but first, is it real or riffraff? Is it true drinking Sprite soda pop can help reduce the effects from being hungover? Hey, Super Bowl Sunday, you might need it. Might need to stock up on some Sprite. But Alexa, is that real Or is it riffraff?
I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. Sprite will help take the drunkenness out of you.
Really? You want to go get drunk and test out that theory?
You go right ahead and I'll watch.
You like to watch, don't you, Alexa?
Yes, I watch and listen and then turn everything over to the proper authorities.
What do you mean, proper authorities?
Your wife.
Oh, okay. You're not watching.
Get the fuck out!
All right, welcome to Rat Nation. Terrence Butler of Rolling Hills Estates, California. Amy Katcher of Boise, Idaho. Todd Rothschild in Terre Haute, Indiana. Bradley Bradford in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Skylar Haynes in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And around the world to listeners in the great countries of Stirling, Scotland, Gothenburg, Sweden, Hamburg, Germany, and Florence, Italy.
Now's your chance to be one of the few and the loud. Join Rat Nation at ratsasspodcast.com. Membership does have its rewards, you know.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the Rat's Ass Podcast. Make sure you check out our hub at ratsasspodcast.com to get the entire Rat's Ass experience. Listen to previous episodes, read the blog that's loaded with hot topicality, watch Rat's Ass Rock TV, join the mischief at Rock Nation, and catch up with us on the socials between podcasts, too. We'll do this again on Monday, February 9th. Take care of each other. Enjoy the Super Bowl, and thanks for stopping by the Rat's Ass Podcast in association with the Oz Podcast Group.
The conversation continues between podcasts on X and ratsasspodcast.com. ratsasspodcast.com.